If you're looking to buy a new youth mountain bike, then you have come to the right place. We at Bikes Online sell dozens of models, perfect for kids learning the basics to pushing their limits and everywhere in between. In this video, I'm going to fill you in on 4 of our favorite youth bikes in 4 different wheel sizes or rider size categories. Keep in mind that most of the models featured in this video are available in a variety of wheel sizes, including adult bikes as well. But without further ado, let's jump into our first and notably our cutest bike on the list so far, which is the Kids Ride Shotgun Dirt Hero. The Dirt Hero is a true off-road balance bike built more like a mini mountain bike than a typical sidewalk cruiser. It's made from 6061 T6 aluminum and features mountain bike-inspired geometry. That means a longer wheelbase, slacker head tube angle, and a lower handlebar height, which helps your child navigate their first rocks and rollers. Another great feature of the bike is its ability to swap between 12-inch or 14-inch wheels, helping you dial in the fit for your young ripper. Regardless of which wheel size you go with, you'll get 2.25-inch V-Tire Co. Crown Gym tires. These feature a knobby, aggressive tread pattern and are pneumatic, meaning you can adjust tire pressure for the rider's size and terrain, just like you would on a bigger bike. The model we have here also includes the optional Magura hydraulic disc brake in the rear, complete with a kid-friendly rotor guard and a brake lever specifically chosen for its short reach, perfect for those little hands. The Dirt Hero is the perfect bike for those toddlers or preschoolers that are ready to tackle off-pavement terrain. Think dirt paths, light single track, and pump tracks. If your child is in that 2 to 5 year age range with an inseam in the ballpark of 13 to 17 inches and are ready to start their mountain bike journey early, the Kids Ride Shotgun Dirt Hero is the bike for them. Next up, we have the Polygon Relic 20-inch, which is an ideal choice for kids looking to get onto their first real mountain bike, complete with gears, suspension, and disc brakes. At the front of the bike, you'll find a 40mm suspension fork with a custom-tuned design for lighter weight riders. This is perfect for smoothing out small bumps and inspiring confidence without being overkill. In fact, everything on the bike, from its well-rounded geometry to included kickstand, is designed to split the difference between cruising through the neighborhood and venturing out on their first mountain bike ride or trip to the pump track. Because the Relic is aimed at early mountain bike riders, Polygon has chosen specific components that will help these riders learn new skills and develop as a rider without adding excessive complexity. That means you get things like a grip shift actuated 6-speed Shimano drivetrain and mechanical disc brakes with short reach levers designed specifically for smaller hands. The Polygon Relic 20-inch makes perfect sense for those kids that are stepping up from a balance bike or a 16-inch wheel bike and are looking to spend a little bit of time away from the cul-de-sac. It bridges the gap between pure play bikes and serious youth mountain bikes, giving new riders a stable, confidence-building package. The 20-inch wheels shown here are great for riders roughly in the 5 to 8-year-old range, with an inseam of 19 to 25 inches. If all that sounds like the perfect next bike for your young rider, but they're outside of that size range, it's worth noting that we sell a 24-inch version of the Relic as well. Speaking of 24-inch bikes, however, our next bike to cover is the Polygon Premier XC 24-inch Disc Evo. This takes things up a notch, both in size and performance, making it a great choice for kids who have begun to progress off-road and are now in need of a bike that can help them take those skills to the next level. It uses a lightweight aluminum frame with cross-country inspired geometry numbers, increasing stability off-road without feeling overly cumbersome on sidewalks and cycling paths. The Premier XC Disc Evo also sees some pretty major component upgrades, starting with an SR Suntour XCT Junior fork. This delivers 80mm of coil-sprung suspension, greatly increasing the bike's comfort and capability. Arguably more impressive, though, is the switch to hydraulic disc brakes. This greatly increases stopping power and consistency, and is a must for kids looking to ride on high-speed mountain bike trails. But of course, if you're looking to rip downhill, you're probably going to have to make it up the hill at some point too. Now this is where the Microship Advent drivetrain comes into play. The single chainring design makes shifting intuitive and maintenance low, but the 9-speed cassette in the rear still delivers plenty of gear range for those steep single-track climbs. Last but not least, you get a pair of 2.25-inch V-Tire Co. Crown Gym tires, which offer a great blend of grip and low rolling resistance. All in all, the Premier 24 XC Disc Evo is a great option for those kids that are looking to tackle more technical terrain and maybe go on a little longer rides, all without emptying your bank account. The 24-inch wheel size shown here is ideal for riders in the 7 to 11-year-old range or with an inseam of 23 to 28 inches. I find that for most kids in this range, the Premier really hits the sweet spot. Not too performance-oriented to overwhelm them, but capable enough for motivated young riders looking to explore new terrain. But let's say you have a kid that's really looking to push those limits. Well, for them, we've got the perfect bike. Meet the Polygon Siskiyou D24 Evo. Everything about the D24, from its internal cable routing to its tapered head tube, is designed to look and feel like a high-end adult mountain bike, just shrunken down a little bit. The aluminum frame features aggressive, modern mountain bike geometry, highlighted by a slack 66-degree head tube angle. This, combined with the 120 millimeters of travel, front and rear, make the bike capable of handling everything from chunky rock gardens to jump lines. And speaking of suspension, this is the only bike that features an air-sprung fork and shock from X-Fusion. These are not only lighter than their coil-sprung counterparts, but also have a much wider range of adjustment, allowing you to dial the bike in for your kid's weight and riding style. But Polygon didn't stop there. The frame is also specced with a ton of high-end components that really are meant to take the kind of abuse the frame is designed for. Starting with the 10-speed Shimano Q's drivetrain with a massive 11x48 tooth cassette and, of course, hydraulic disc brakes front and rear. You also get a pair of 24x2.4-inch V-Tire Flow Snap tires, which feature an aggressive tread pattern that prioritizes grip on loose or wet terrain. Last but certainly not least, Polygon even threw in a dropper post, further increasing this bike's ability to tackle fast, steep descents. It should go without saying that the Polygon Siskiyou D24 Evo is really meant for those riders who have spent quite a bit of time already mountain biking and are maybe comfortable on a blue or black trail. The full suspension design and performance-oriented components will help them further progress on technical single track, jumps, and drops. That said, if your kid isn't quite to this level yet, the very features that make the D24 Evo great for more experienced riders might actually end up being a detriment. The full suspension frame, dropper post, and wide-range drivetrain all add weight and complexity. This can actually make the bike harder to ride for new riders. But if you have a 7 to 11-year-old who's already pushing their limits on their hardtail, then this is the bike for them. And that wraps up our Youth Mountain Bike Buyer's Guide. Now, if you saw a bike you liked, we have links to everything down in the description below. And if you're still a little unsure of which bike to choose, make sure you check out the Youth Bike 101 video. There we break down everything you need to know about bike sizing and choosing the right type of bike for your kid. Thanks again, as always, for tuning in. And now that you have a new youth bike, grab your little one, get your own bike, get out there, and get ripping.